Hello. So I thought summer quarter was intense, being in class for 35 hours a week. But then fall quarter happened. So I put out how graduate school was going for month one, and then also month two, and then month three and four came along, and I lost track. And we're now in month five, and I didn't do a video for three or four. I had promised you that I was going to do a scientific diving video, and I'm still working on that, but fall quarter got a little crazy. So just to remind you all, I'm in a 12-month master's program at Scripps Institution of Oceanography in Marine Biodiversity and Conservation. Since we're already in month five, I thought I'd just catch you up and keep rolling and tell you a bit about what we've been up to. So I'm enrolled in 3 classes. My first class is biological oceanography, where I learn about different aspects of the environment through nutrients, phytoplankton and algae, and then consumers. I'm taking ocean law and policy, and we're learning about governance of state and federal water, and that's been really interesting to see how everything's managed. And I'm also taking environmental economics. That class is really interesting, and we're learning about how economists go about evaluating the resources in the environment. So we've been doing a lot of studying, and nearly every weekend we spend at this coffee shop in La Jolla called The Pannikin. We're literally at The Pannikin from open until close, so shout out for having great coffee. A bunch of us also attended the 100th anniversary of the Western Society of Naturalists up in Monterey, California, and we had a lot of fun listening to over 240 presentations and over 200 posters of current research that's going on in coastal regions on the western side of the US. We also got some ship time, so the Sally Ride, the new ship with Scripps, debuted, and we got to take a little tour. And then for our biological oceanography class, we went out on the Sproul and did some surveys and looked at some cool creatures while we were on the ship. And then of course we also made time for fun, so Halloween passed and a lot of us got dressed up for that and had a great time. We even managed to fit in a half marathon race on that same weekend. And props to Ben for not training but just showing up and running with Abby and I. Oh, and I also turned 33, which was great because I had some awesome friends fly down from Seattle and hang out with me on the beach, and I got to show them what my life was like. And then we partied with the rest of my Scripps friends and wore wigs for the rest of the night. Oh, and we've also made time for diving, so it's been really fun diving off the pier and checking out the wildlife that lives on the columns below. And checking out the canyon off of La Jolla shores. And going to Mia's Reef to do some scientific work. And just to make sure you guys don't think we're having too much fun from all the photos you see on Facebook, I promise you most of our life looks like this, sitting around studying. I hope you enjoyed listening to how our 5th month of grad life is going. Feel free to share and follow on all of the Women Scientists social media platforms. Thanks for listening.